What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks NBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 3 picks that you win some money over here on Prize Picks in the NBA tonight. As always, if you have not checked out Prize Picks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, rebounds, assists, points, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go ahead and lock that in. Get that free money offer and start winning some money over on Prize Picks with these picks today, guys. We have a fantastic slate. Already detected some value. Already sent in some value alerts to the VIP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once again, last few slates I feel like have been fantastic as far as being able to detect value, beats and bumps, all that stuff. I'm going to give you guys 3 picks, 2 of which, I think all 3 of these could get bumped and or pulled from the board. So I'm going to try to get this video out as soon as I possibly can to you guys. I typically do the fantasy score so that if plays get bumped, if they get removed, you guys can still play them. And I constantly tell you that's why I do it that way, but I'm going to change things up. People ask for props besides the fantasy score, so I'm going to discuss some of those today. 3 props that I was able to detect that have extremely good value that, like I said, I would expect probably either get bumped and or removed from the board. I'm going to try to get this out to you as soon as I can so you can get these plays in as soon as you can. This is free content. If you do enjoy it, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free on your end. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does greatly help me out. And like I said, I will be providing this content to you guys for free all NBA season long. If you're really looking to step up your game, the premium content's where it's going to be at. I already sent in all those value alerts, already locked in some tickets, already have plays get bumped on my first ticket that I locked in pretty much immediately. As I was anticipating. That is linked below in the description. It is patreon.com/KJK_DFS. The VIP member package is where it's going to be at to get all those push alerts, the tickets, every single one of my tickets that I play, the core play tiers, the VIP play of the day. The lower tier, you're going to still get access to all those core plays at the end of the day once all my research is complete. It's just there might be some bumps. There might be some guys taking off the board, etc. So you might not be able to capitalize on striking at the right time like I always do teach my VIP members to do. So anyways, let's talk about it. We'll go game by game as we always do. The first game I'd like to discuss is going to be the Boston Celtics taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. This game is a 233.5 over-under. It is a 5-point spread in favor of the Boston Celtics. The Celtics have a massive 119.25 implied team total, and I want to be discussing their star player tonight in Jason Tatum because I do expect him to have a big scoring night tonight. Guy's rocking a 32% usage rate. He's playing in the upper 30s every single game, and we know the shot volume is phenomenal. Top 3 in the entire league. 21.5 field goals attempted per game. He shoots 46% from the field, 9.5 three-pointers per game, where he shoots 35.2% from behind the arc. He also gets to the free throw line a ton, 8.3 free throws attempted per game, where he shoots 86% from the free throw line. So we know Jason Tatum's a bucket in a 233.5 over-under. Vegas is indicating they do expect him to clear his points prop, and I tend to agree with them for sure. 28.5 points. His line is set at -149 as far as Pinnacle is concerned. Really, really good odds to be capitalizing on over here on the Prize Picks board today. And like I said, I would not be surprised in the least to see this get bumped up to 29.5 before the end of the day. So try to get this in as soon as you can, averaging 29.6 over his last 5. He's cleared this in 3 of the last 5. With the game expected to stay close, with him expected to play big minutes. And once again, with this Boston Celtics 119.25 implied team total, everything adding up here to be taking advantage of the Jason Tatum points prop tonight. So for pick number 1, we're going with the over 28.5 points here for Jason Tatum. That'll be pick number 1. Pick number 2, we're going to kick it down to the Sacramento Kings-Chicago Bulls game. So this is where we get into 2 picks that have really, really good value. And I'm going to try to speed up the program because, like I said, it honestly would not surprise me in the least to see these 2 taken off the board and or bumped. So first guy I'd like to discuss is going to be in this game, and it is going to be Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes, 3-point prop on Prize Picks. There was some major juice. I will say I just did see the juice dial back, so I'm not too sure that this one's going to be taken off the board anymore as we speak, but there's still some really good value. Earlier in the day, was seeing this all the way up to like -160 juice on Pinnacle. Now seeing a dip down to right around 136. Still good value, not quite as much as I was anticipating earlier, like I said, when I'm expecting it to be taken on the board, but still a really solid pick. 236.5 over under 118.75 implied team total for the Sacramento Kings. Once again, a massive total. And I do want to discuss Harrison Barnes' 3-point prop. Hasn't been able to knock down those 2 threes here for a couple of games, but guy's playing massive minutes. Typically, he's going to get his fair shot of threes, 5 threes attempted per game or so. 30 minutes, 37, 38. 3 for 8, 1 for 4, 0 for 3, 1 for 5, 3 for 5, 0 for 3, 4 for 5, 1 for 5, 1 for 4, 1 for 2. You can see some struggling, some shots not quite falling for him in the three-point department. But gets a great game environment here against the Chicago Bulls squad. Like I had mentioned, there was some really, really good value on the over on his three-pointers earlier in the day. There still is some good value. Like I said, for full transparency, it looks like it did dip down a little bit. But overall, against the Chicago Bulls team that ranks 14th in effective field goal percentage, and they're 22nd in non-corner three ranks as far as allowing the three-pointer, allowing opponents to shoot 36.6% from behind the arc. Like I said, Barnes was a play that stuck out to me in a major way. I was seeing like minus 162 juice at one point on the over 1.5 three-pointers, minus 163. Looks like it did dip down a little bit, but 1.5 three-pointers, he just knocked down 3 last time against Milwaukee. And once again, we just talked about the minutes. 1.5 three-pointers, a lot of times a guy that's playing that many minutes, you're going to be looking at like a 2.5 three-pointer or better made prop for Harrison Barnes. So he's going to be pick number 2 here. We're going with the over 1.5 three-pointers here for Harrison Barnes. Like I said, I was in a little bit of a rush to get this thing out because the juice was climbing on him. Looks like the juice did settle down a little bit. Still solid value at minus 136 on the over here, though, for a three-point prop. That is very, very solid. So that's going to be pick number 2. And then pick number 3, got another three-point prop that I really, really like that was showing some major juice early in the day. Let's see if that one's changed as well. That one looks to be staying pretty consistent. That's going to be D'Angelo Russell taking on the Houston Rockets. There's going to be no Anthony Davis in this one, which should increase the usage for D'Angelo Russell. However, a 3.5 three-pointer made prop is obviously pretty aggressive. He's going to have to go out there and drop at least 4, and Pinnacle indicating that they don't expect him to do so with a minus 156 juice on the under 3.5 three-pointers here for D'Angelo Russell. Has hit this in 2 of the last 5, so has not cleared the 3.5 line in 3 of those 5. Had 2 games where he got hot behind the arc, putting up 6 and 5 three-pointers respectively. But once again, minus 156 juice on the under 3.5 three-pointers here for D'Angelo Russell on Pinnacle. Typically, whenever the juice starts to climb up towards even 140, 150 on Pinnacle, I've noticed with these three-pointer props, they tend to get taken off the board on Prizepicks. That's kind of what I was discussing earlier. So I try to lock them in as soon as I can. You're getting really good value. For those of you that don't know how this works, as far as sports betting is concerned, that would mean you have to risk, pretty much you have to risk 156 to win $100 on this prop, which obviously indicates Vegas, Pinnacle, all these books are indicating that they don't expect D'Angelo Russell to make more than 3 three-pointers tonight. There's a lot of money, a lot of research that goes into setting those lines. And simply put, if you think that the sports books make money long-term, then it's smart to go with their odds on a site such as Prizepicks. And I think most people would agree that they tend to make money long-term. So, but anyways, really good value. Minus 156 on the under 3.5 three-pointers. Want to be taking advantage here. That's 3 props for you guys that aren't fantasy score props today with some good value that I was able to detect early on. The D'Angelo Russell under 3-pointers, the Harrison Barnes over 3-pointers, and the Jason Tatum over points. 3 props that I would be rocking with today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you're looking for more content, looking a really good series, the Patreon is going to be where it's at. That is linked below in the description. It is patreon.com/KJK_DFS. If you're just playing for fun, not really looking to get too serious, not really playing that much money a night, just trying to have some fun, watch some games with some friends, family, I totally understand that. That's why I provide this content to you for free. So, wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.